Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. Thank you for being here. Today we have yoga for tired feet. Let's get started. All right, come on down to the ground to begin. Take your time getting down there. Come to lie on your back, and when you get there, go ahead and hug the knees into the chest right away. Tuck the chin so that you can feel length through the back of your neck. And this is a video for tired feet, but of course it's all connected. So take a second here to massage the low back, relax your shoulders, start to bring your awareness to your breath. And find what feels good here. Maybe take some circles. Maybe take some deep inhalations and some long exhales. Really using this time to not just care for thy feet, but, connect inward to yourself. Lovely. We're going to hold the right knee and you're going to extend the left leg out long. And you're just going to take a second to release that left heel to the ground and squeeze the right knee in. Then start to activate through your left foot and your left leg. Flex the left foot and spread your left toes. Good. Then switch. Left knee comes in. Extend the right leg out. Squeeze the left knee up and in, and then when you're ready, start to activate through that right foot, right leg, right quad. Spread your toes. Nice. Then switch again. Right knee comes in, left leg extends out. You're going to squeeze the right knee in, and then you're going to slowly bring your right foot all the way up towards the sky, and we're just going to point and flex, point and flex. Modification here would be to bring the right foot to the ground too. That just feels a little more comfortable in your body. So either way. And then we're going to rotate the left ankle in a circular direction one way. And really slow it down. And then reverse it. My left foot is always interesting when I rotate the ankle. Right foot, I feel like I can do no problem. It's just really interesting. Okay, then we'll release the left foot down and we're going to switch. So hug that left knee in, extend the right leg out. Right foot up towards the sky, point and flex. Again, another option would be to just bring that left foot to the ground if that's more comfortable in your bod. And then rotating, finding that circular motion. Slow it down, see if you can really articulate the circular aspect of this. I have a little soundtrack going on in this ankle. And then release that. You're going to send both legs out long this time. Point the toes, flex the feet. Point the toes and flex the feet. Now as you do this, I'd like for you to consider the muscles going all the way up to the hips here. So as you point, see if you can accentuate the connection to the muscles of the legs. And then as you flex, same thing. See if you can just kind of check in, turn on muscles of the legs. Good. One more time, point. You may even explore a little bit of movement in the pelvis here. And then flex. Lovely. From here, we're going to come up to our elbows, bend the knees. You're gonna windshield wiper the knees to one side, any side, and then the other. And then one more time to each side. And after that, we're gonna press up to a seat. And we're gonna come to cobbler's pose. So you're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. If you have a little something to sit up on, it might be helpful here. Just to lift the hips a little bit and then let the sits bones spill off. There's no need to feel like you have to draw your heels up all the way to the base of the pelvis or the base of the spine here, the pelvis. You can give yourself a nice wide foundation. Then we're going to take the thumbs and we're going to bring them to the arches of the feet. Now you can do kind of a lazy cobbler's pose today, just focusing on some foot love, or you can find an active posture where you're externally rotating through the femur and you're lifting up from the pelvic floor. So focusing more on the hip opener. And then we're just going to take the thumbs and we're going to press sweetly into the arches of the feet. Just the arches to start, just the arches. Breathe. And then move to the heels and maybe the Achilles. And then just a couple squeezes of the toes. Never thought I'd say that to millions of people. Just a couple squeezes of the toes. All right, let's let that go and come forward onto all fours. Tabletop position. Feel free to pad those knees if you need to. Palms spread wide, knees underneath the hips, toes curled under. Inhale, just look forward. Exhale, send the hips back to the heels. Breathe, especially if the feet are sore. If this is much too much, you can just curl the toes under and that would be enough. If the hips are back towards the heels, see if you can press into your pinky toe. It may not even come close to touching the ground, but just see. Nice, and then come back up, release it, hallelujah, press into the tops of the feet, gather your abs up in towards your spine. Cool, extend the left leg now, curl the toes under, and you can just saw a little back and forth, stretching through the fascia of the foot, the Achilles, the calf. Keeping the crown of the head lengthening forward, remembering it's all connected. Great, then you're gonna slide your left toes towards the back right corner of your mat and then turn to look towards your right heel. So stretching all the way from the toes to the heels, all the way up to the left side waist. Lovely, and then come back to center. You're gonna step your left foot all the way up and come into a runner's lunge, stretching the right heel back, the right Achilles, right calf, quad, todo, everything. Cool, then release that, come back to all fours, reset, and curl the right toes, send it back. You can take a gentle sawing motion here to here, front to back, excuse me. Gather your abs up and in to support the low back. Lengthen the crown of the head. Good, keep breathing here as you slide the right toes towards the back left corner of the mat. Turn to look towards your right heel and breathe. It helps if you really press away from your yoga mat with your palms instead of collapsing into the wrists. Breathe. And then release, bring that right foot all the way up through to the lunge, curl the left toes under, send the left heel back. We're just here for a breath or two. Nice, then slowly lower. We're gonna release. Okay, now we're gonna set ourselves up for legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can still do this. We actually call that waterfall, where I'll just show you. You bring your hips to the center of your mat. You can put them on a blanket or a block, and you'll just kick your legs up and hang out here. If you have a wall or a piece of furniture that you can work with, let's use it today. You're gonna take a towel or a blanket, if you have one, right underneath your sacrum. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can still play. We're going to slowly situate ourselves so that the legs are up the wall and the pelvis has a little support here. So you want to get as close to the wall as you can, and especially if this is new to you, it can be a little humbling to get in position, but I know you can do it. All right, we're going to be here a little bit together, and then if you want to stay longer, you can. You have this in your toolbox now. So get situated, and I'll give you some guidance here. You might, again, consider the pelvis, feel support in the sacrum, the low back. Let those legs go up the wall. Let the arms rest either on the tops of the thighs, on the belly, or just resting gently at your sides. You can do even cactus goalpost arms here, feels good. Take a second to spread the toes as wide as you can. See if you can see space between each toe. Just give it a try. When you practice this daily, you'll notice this changes pretty quick. It's pretty awesome. And then let it go. Great. Then you're gonna come to cobbler's pose again, but against the wall. So bring the soles of the feet down. I just want to make sure you know this is available for you anytime you need to take a break. And I like to take my hands to the inner thighs and just kind of guide them out. All right, so those are 3 things you can weave into this pattern. Legs up the wall, spreading the toes, yogi toes, and then bending the knees for a little break and coming into a Baddha Konasana variation. Now, find a place to be and reconnect with your breath. You can close your eyes. And just breathe nice and slow. Nice, even, chill breath. All right, so that's it. You can stay here. You can take the cobbler's pose, spread the toes, or stay in your legs up the wall. I have an older video that's all legs up the wall. So it's Vintage Yoga with Adriene. You can check it out. I'll make sure to put it in the description of this video too. But feel free to stay here as long as you want. To get out of the posture though, you're just gonna bend the knees and turn to one side, any side. Move really slowly. And then I like to end with the little child's pose or downward facing dog. You can choose whatever ending you like. As always, I appreciate and honor you. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.